Doing this will make your engine run like new again, and you won't believe how cheap it is. From a $10 valve most people throw away, to a $50 trick that makes your engine purr like new, we're spilling 13 secrets mechanics don't want you to know. Number 4 is a $5 electrical connection almost nobody bothers to check, yet it can stop misfires, rough idle, and sensor errors instantly. Watch this, follow every step, and you'll save hundreds or even thousands on repairs. Let's get started. Number 13. Stop ignoring this sound immediately. If your engine is making a noise you didn't hear before, this part is critical, because engines almost never fail without warning. That ticking on cold start, that knocking when you accelerate, that rattling you hear and then disappears when the radio is on. Most drivers ignore these sounds because the car still runs, and that's exactly how good engines die. A ticking noise can mean low oil pressure, worn lifters, or timing components starting to fail. A light knock under load can be early rod bearing wear, something that starts small but turns catastrophic fast. And rattling on startup? That's often timing chain slack, which can destroy an engine if it jumps time. Here's the dangerous part. These noises don't usually get louder right away. They come and go. So people keep driving. Weeks turn into months. And then one day the engine is done. And when that happens, it's never cheap. What should you do instead? The moment you hear a new or unusual sound, investigate it. Check oil level and condition. Listen during cold starts. Pay attention to sounds under load or at idle. Ignoring engine noises doesn't save money. It delays the bill until it's much bigger. If you want your engine to run like new again, the first step is simple. Listen to it before it's too late. Number 12. Reset the engine's brain. Your engine isn't dumb, it learns. And sometimes that's the problem. Modern cars constantly adjust fuel, timing, and throttle based on how you drive and the condition of sensors. Over time, if you've had a weak battery, dirty sensors, short trips, or rough driving habits, the ECU can learn bad behavior. That's why some cars feel sluggish, hesitate when you press the gas, or idle rough, even after you fix the original issue. This is where an ECU reset comes in. Resetting the ECU wipes those learned values and forces the engine computer to start fresh. Many drivers notice smoother idle, better throttle response, improved shifting on automatics, and the best part? It costs nothing. In many vehicles, you can reset the ECU by disconnecting the battery for about 10 to 15 minutes. Some cars may require a scan tool reset, but either way, it's simple. After the reset, the engine will relearn how to run based on clean sensors and healthy inputs, not old problems. One important rule: don't reset the ECU if there's an unresolved issue. Fix vacuum leaks, dirty sensors, or misfires first, then reset. Think of this like rebooting a slow phone. Nothing is broken, but clearing old data makes everything work better. If your engine feels off for no obvious reason, this simple reset can make it feel surprisingly new again. Number 11. Clean the throttle body. One of the biggest reasons engines start running rough isn't a bad part. It's a dirty throttle body. Over time, carbon and oil vapors build up around the throttle plate. When that happens, the engine struggles to control airflow, leading to rough or unstable idle, hesitation when you press the gas, stalling at stoplights. Many shops jump straight to replacing the throttle body, but in most cases, cleaning it fixes the problem completely. Here's how to do it safely. First, locate the throttle body. It's where the air intake hose meets the engine. With the engine off and cool, remove the intake hose. You'll see the throttle plate inside. Use throttle body cleaner, not carb cleaner. Spray a small amount onto a clean microfiber cloth, not directly into the throttle body. Gently wipe away the black carbon buildup around the plate and inside the bore. If the throttle is electronic, do not force it open with your fingers. Either have someone lightly press the accelerator with the key on, or gently open it using the linkage if applicable. Wipe until the metal looks clean, then reinstall everything. After cleaning, the idle may be slightly rough for a few minutes. This is normal. The engine is relearning airflow. This simple 10-minute cleaning can make your engine idle smoother, respond faster, and feel years younger without replacing a single part. Number 10. Replace this $10 valve. There's a small, cheap part on your engine that can quietly ruin how it runs: the PCV valve. PCV stands for positive crankcase ventilation, and its job is simple. It routes harmful blow-by gases back into the engine to be burned, instead of letting pressure build up inside. When the valve goes bad, it usually sticks open or closed, and both are bad news. If it sticks open, the engine pulls in too much air. That causes rough idle, lean conditions, random misfire codes. If it sticks closed, pressure builds inside the engine. That leads to oil leaks, sludge buildup, increased oil consumption. Here's why this matters. A bad PCV valve can make a healthy engine feel tired, weak, and inconsistent, while slowly damaging seals and gaskets. The good news? Most valves cost around $10 to $20, and many take less than 5 minutes to replace. To check it, locate the valve, usually connected to a rubber hose on the valve cover. Remove it and shake it. If it doesn't rattle or it's coated in sludge, it's time to replace it. Don't try to clean old PCV valves. Replace them. This tiny part is one of the most overlooked maintenance items, yet fixing it can restore smooth idle, improve fuel economy, and help your engine breathe properly again. Want to know all the symptoms of a bad PCV valve? I did a full video on that. Go watch it and learn what to look for so you can catch problems before they get serious. Number 9. Change oil the right way. Changing your oil isn't just about pouring in new fluid. It's about protecting the heart of your engine. Many drivers think new oil equals engine safe. But if you're not doing it the right way, it can actually hurt your engine over time. Here's what most people get wrong. 1. Wrong oil grade. Using thicker or thinner oil than your engine needs can increase wear, reduce fuel efficiency, and stress internal parts. 2. Cheap filters. A low-quality filter can restrict flow or let contaminants pass through, undoing the benefit of fresh oil. 3. Skipping oil changes. Old, dirty oil breaks down, loses lubrication, and builds sludge that sticks to engine surfaces. So how do you do it the right way? Always use the manufacturer-recommended oil grade. Check your owner's manual. Replace the oil filter every time, even if it looks clean. Drain old oil completely. Don't just top off. Inspect the drain plug and gasket. Replace if needed. After filling, start the engine and let it circulate for a minute, then check the level again. Doing this consistently protects valves, bearings, and pistons, keeps your engine running smooth, and can even improve fuel economy. Pro tip: combine this with a PCV valve check and throttle body clean, and your engine will feel noticeably newer almost instantly. Number 8. Fix vacuum leaks you didn't know existed. If your engine feels rough, hesitates when you press the gas, or throws a random check engine light, the problem might be something you can't even see: a vacuum leak. These tiny cracks in hoses or loose connections quietly let air into the engine, messing with the air-fuel mixture. Your engine computer struggles to compensate, and suddenly a healthy engine starts to run poorly. Vacuum leaks aren't always obvious. A small crack in an intake hose, a loose vacuum line, or a worn gasket can cause symptoms that mimic much bigger problems. That's why so many people end up replacing expensive parts that weren't broken in the first place. The tricky part is that even a tiny leak can make the engine stumble, idle roughly, or burn more fuel, and it often doesn't trigger a clear warning light. Fixing it starts with a careful inspection. Follow every hose connected to the intake and PCV system. Check for cracks, brittleness, or loose connections. Sometimes a gentle squeeze or a visual inspection is enough to spot the culprit. For a more precise check, you can use a spray of carb cleaner around hoses and gaskets while the engine is running. A change in engine speed usually points to the leak. Addressing these leaks not only smooths out idle and restores power, but also prevents long-term damage from lean running conditions. Once the hoses are secured or replaced, your engine can finally breathe properly again, and you'll notice a smoother, stronger performance almost immediately. Number 7. Clean or replace the MAF sensor. If your engine struggles with hesitation, poor fuel economy, or random surges in power, the culprit could be hiding right in your air intake, the MAF sensor, or mass airflow sensor. This small device measures the amount of air entering the engine and tells the computer how much fuel to inject. When it gets dirty or starts to fail, it sends the wrong signals and suddenly your engine feels sluggish, rough at idle, or even stumbles under acceleration. Cleaning the sensor is simpler than most people think. Start by locating it, usually between the air filter and the throttle body. Carefully remove it from the intake and use a dedicated MAF sensor cleaner, never carb or brake cleaner, which can damage the delicate wires. Spray gently and let it air dry. Avoid touching the wires directly, because even a slight bend can ruin the sensor. Once it's dry, reinstall it, and your engine will immediately notice the difference. In cases where cleaning doesn't help, replacement is inexpensive and straightforward, usually taking less than 15 minutes on most cars. A new MAF sensor restores proper airflow measurement, smooths idle, improves throttle response, and even helps fuel economy recover. Neglecting the sensor can cause long-term issues, like fouled spark plugs or stressed ignition components. Keeping it clean ensures your engine breathes correctly and performs like it's meant to, bringing you one step closer to that new engine feel. Number 6. Use fuel system cleaner. If your engine feels sluggish, hesitates under acceleration, or your fuel economy has slowly dropped over time, a fuel system cleaner can actually help restore performance. But only if you use the right one and use it correctly. One of the most effective and widely recommended options you can pour right into your gas tank is Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus. It's designed to clean the entire fuel system, including the fuel injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers, helping restore smooth idle, better throttle response, and improved fuel economy. Another excellent choice for deeper cleaning, especially if your engine has higher mileage, is Redline Complete Fuel System Cleaner, known for its strong deposit-fighting formulation that tackles carbon buildup throughout the system. To use it the right way, start with a tank that's about half full of fuel. Pour in the cleaner first, then fill the tank the rest of the way so it mixes thoroughly with the gasoline. Drive normally. Your engine will burn that treated fuel and carry the cleaner through the fuel lines, injectors, and combustion chambers. Don't overdo it. These products are meant as maintenance or targeted cleaning, not a constant additive every fill-up. Aim for once every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, or if you notice symptoms like hesitation, rough idle, or falling fuel economy. Used properly, the right fuel system cleaner can help your engine breathe better, burn cleaner, and come closer to that new engine feel without expensive repairs. Number 5. Replace old spark plugs. They ignite the air-fuel mixture inside each cylinder, and when they wear out, your engine feels sluggish, misfires, burns more fuel, and puts extra stress on ignition coils. Waiting until a plug completely fails is a common mistake, because by then, you may have already damaged other components. There are several types of spark plugs, and choosing the right one is just as important as replacing them on time. Copper plugs are the most basic and inexpensive, ideal for older engines or vehicles that don't require high-performance ignition. Platinum plugs last longer and provide better performance in modern engines, while iridium plugs are premium, with extremely long life and excellent spark reliability, perfect for high-mileage or high-compression engines. Double platinum or iridium plugs are common in newer vehicles with coil-on-plug ignition, where longevity and consistent spark are critical. Replacement intervals vary by type and manufacturer recommendations. Copper plugs may need changing every 20,000 to 30,000 miles, while platinum and iridium plugs can last 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Always check your owner's manual and consider replacing all plugs at once, even if only one looks worn, to maintain smooth, balanced engine performance. A fresh set of spark plugs can make your engine start easier, idle smoother, and accelerate more responsively. Number 4. Check engine grounds. Your engine needs more than just fuel, air, and spark to run smoothly. It also relies on proper electrical grounding. Engine grounds are simple metal connections that complete the electrical circuit between the engine, battery, and chassis. When these grounds get corroded, loose, or dirty, it can cause a surprising number of engine problems that are hard to diagnose, from random misfires to sensor errors, and even rough idle. Most drivers never think about checking grounds because they're invisible and silent. But even a single bad connection can create electrical gremlins, confusing your engine computer and throwing off everything from ignition timing to fuel delivery. This is why some cars feel sluggish, hesitate, or throw intermittent check engine lights despite having perfectly healthy sensors and spark plugs. Checking your engine grounds is simple. Locate the thick metal wires or straps connecting the engine block and body to the battery and chassis. Look for corrosion, frayed wires, or loose bolts. If any connection is dirty or loose, clean the contact surfaces with a wire brush or sandpaper, then tighten everything securely. In some cases, a little dielectric grease on the connection can prevent future corrosion. Fixing bad grounds can instantly restore electrical consistency, smooth out idle, improve sensor performance, and even reduce misfires. It's one of the easiest, most overlooked maintenance steps that can make your engine feel noticeably fresher and more responsive, without replacing a single expensive component. Number 3. Stop short trip driving abuse. If you mostly drive short distances, like just around town or a few blocks to work, your engine might be suffering quietly. Short trips never let your engine fully reach its optimal operating temperature, which is essential for burning off moisture and preventing sludge buildup. Over time, this can cause the oil to break down faster, carbon deposits to form, and even fuel dilution, all of which make your engine feel sluggish, rough at idle, and less efficient. Most people don't realize that their daily short drives are slowly wearing their engine down. The engine needs sustained heat to properly burn off byproducts and moisture that accumulate naturally during operation. Without this, deposits build up in the combustion chamber, intake valves, and oil passages, leading to rough performance and reduced longevity. The fix is simple but often ignored. Periodically take your car for a longer drive, ideally at highway speeds or at varying RPM, for at least 20 to 30 minutes. This allows the engine to fully heat up, burn off carbon and moisture, and get the oil flowing and lubricating every component properly. By changing your driving habits just a few times a week, you can prevent premature engine wear, restore smoother idle, and even improve fuel economy. Stopping short trip abuse isn't flashy, but it's one of the easiest ways to help your engine feel like new again, without replacing a single part. Number 2. Use the correct engine oil. Most people assume that any oil is better than old oil, but using the wrong engine oil can actually hurt your engine over time. Modern engines are designed to work with specific oil viscosities and formulations, and pouring in the wrong type can reduce lubrication, increase wear, and even affect fuel economy. It's not just about changing oil regularly, it's about using the right oil for your engine. Always check your owner's manual for the recommended viscosity and type. For example, some newer engines require full synthetic 0W20, while older engines might perform best with conventional 5W30. High-mileage oils can help engines with more than 75,000 miles, reducing leaks and minimizing wear, while synthetic blends provide extra protection under heavier driving conditions. Even at the shop, the oil they pour in might not match your engine's exact needs, especially if you don't specify it. Using the correct oil ensures proper flow, maintains optimal oil pressure, and helps all internal components, from pistons to valve lifters, operate smoothly. If you combine the right oil with other steps, like cleaning the throttle body, replacing spark plugs, and checking grounds, your engine will respond dramatically better. Proper oil isn't just maintenance, it's insurance for your engine's health, keeping it running smooth, efficient, and closer to that new car feel for years to come. Number 1. Drive it like this once a week. If you followed all the steps so far, cleaned the throttle body, replaced spark plugs, checked grounds, used the correct oil, there's one final secret to making your engine feel like new again: the reconditioning drive. Engines aren't just machines. They're designed to operate at certain temperatures and RPM ranges to stay healthy. When they never get a proper workout, deposits build up, rings stop sealing perfectly, and performance slowly declines. A reconditioning drive is simple. Once a week, take your car for a longer run, ideally at highway speeds or on open roads where you can vary RPM naturally. Don't just cruise at 2000 RPM. Let the engine breathe and stretch across a wider range of revs. This helps burn off carbon deposits on valves and in the combustion chamber, improves ring sealing, and flushes moisture that can accumulate in the oil. The benefits are immediate and noticeable. Your engine will idle smoother, respond faster to the throttle, and feel stronger under acceleration. Fuel economy can improve, and overall engine longevity increases because internal components are operating under ideal conditions. Think of it as giving your engine a mini workout. It's maintenance you can't achieve just by sitting in traffic or taking short trips. Combine this with the other 12 steps, and your engine won't just run better. It will feel truly rejuvenated, almost like it just rolled off the showroom floor. Hidden cost-saving tip. Here's a hidden trick most drivers completely overlook, and it can save you hundreds of dollars over time. Many people rush to replace expensive parts when their engine runs rough, but often the real culprit is something tiny and cheap, like a clogged PCV valve, a dirty throttle body, or a loose engine ground. Fixing these small issues restores performance, smooth idle, and fuel efficiency almost instantly. Even better, combining regular maintenance with a smart driving routine, like occasional highway runs and using the correct oil, keeps your engine healthy and prevents costly repairs before they start. Doing these steps consistently is like getting a $2,000 engine tune-up for a fraction of the cost. That's it. Follow these 13 steps, and your engine can run like new again. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more car tips. Don't stop here. Watch the next video below to learn even more ways to keep your engine in top shape.